Absolute Radio is where you can hear Prince, Mumford and Sons,
I will wait for you,
and The Killers.
Can you read my mind?
Absolute Radio,
where real music matters.
Absolute Radio is the home of rock and roll football. Barclays Premier League football commentary every Saturday afternoon.
I hate you. I really do hate you.
Can this show get any worse?
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
Iain Lee, Absolute Radio. Thank you to Ben Jones for talking and playing records and doing it wonderfully well. If you want to give me or Eloise a call this evening, now would be a good time to do it. 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number. Speak to you soon. Ta-ta.
Absolute Radio.
Yeah, that's it, boys and girls. We're back. What day is it? Wednesday, I think it is. I'm losing all track of days. Yeah. It's been a big week, long week, but we're getting there. We're getting there. People are calling in. Let's take some calls straight to air, shall we? Line 2, you're on the wireless. Oh, you bottled it. Okay, let's go to line 1. 1, you're on the wireless.
Hi. What? Do you know any songs where the last word of the song is your name?
Sorry?
Do you know any songs where the last word of the song is your name?
There's only one song that features the name Iain in.
There's only one word that's the song that features the word Robbie in. That's Bare Naked Ladies with 1 week. Is that all right with you?
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, you know. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Hello?
Yes, you're on the air.
I wanted to know what your problem with Nickelback is.
They're awful band, terrible band.
Yeah.
Lazy rhymes, poor melodies, awful singing, bad instrumentation, thoroughly horrible band.
Okay, justified.
Thank you. Well,
secondly,
that was easy.
there was a video I saw on YouTube where you partied Vernon Kay.
I partied Vernon Kay, yes.
Why did you do that?
Why not?
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, that's everything.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Getting stronger.
Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Oh, hello, Iain, it's Josie.
Who?
Josie Long.
Again, I say, who? Josie Long, how are you? Are you phoned up because I'm kicking your ass at pretend Scrabble on the computer phone?
Oh, that is a dream that you can't possibly hope to make.
Shut up, man. I totally thrashed you in the first game. The game that we're playing now, I've got no...
I wasn't even noticing what was going on.
The game I'm playing now, I've got no vowels in it, and I'm still doing pretty darn good.
I should have researched the scores before I rang in, and then I could have been like, is 400 to 200 good?
I'm going to research it. How are you, Josie Long? You all right?
I'm very well. I'm just waiting in my boyfriend's getting a kebab in a shop in East London, and I thought, we're just waiting. I thought it was a good time to call.
I'll give you the scores. You're leading 171 to 151, but I'm sitting on a Z and I'm sitting on a J. If I can get those on a triple word, you are going down, baby.
That's a schoolboy error you've just made by letting me know that you've got them. You're a fool.
Balls! Utter balls!
Things like that are keeping you away from the professional game.
So are you going to have chili sauce with that?
I'm having nothing. But he's sort of mildly uncomfortable with the idea of me doing this because he's not the sort to seek publicity.
Oh,
but
come on.
The world needed to know about this.
He is sat there going, go on, Josie, please phone up that lanky bloke who used to be in the telly and tell him I'm buying a kebab. Please! It's my dream.
I'm so busy, please. I'm a busy woman.
When are you going to come on the radio show again?
And can I come in a couple of weeks, please, when I get back from Scotland?
You can come in whenever you want. The door is literally always open to you.
thank you. You're a kind man. How's the show so far?
Well, we're 6 minutes
First
in.
8 minutes. Oh, yeah, 6. My watch is 2 minutes fast.
Well, reset it.
Sorry, will do.
Thank you. I feel like I'm telling you off a lot in this phone call, Josie, but I've lived. I've been there. It's 6 minutes in. It's, I would say, pretty disappointing so far. You're the highlight of the show.
Oh, then it's going really badly.
But no, it's always lovely to talk to you. But it's we've had some stinky calls already.
Oh no. You should. I'm sort of intrigued as to why you didn't just put whoever came through straight through to the other person who was already ringing in.
Do you want to talk to someone?
More than anything in the world.
Line 3, you're through to Josie Long.
Hello, Josie Long. This is Terry Wogan. I just wanted to say thank you for such a wonderful conversation with Iain Lee. I'd also like to say, Iain, your show is absolutely brilliant.
Thank you, Terry. It's a pleasure to talk to you.
I'm star of Radio 4. I don't know if you know.
Yes, OK, thank you very much. Let's get another one.
That was a delight.
That was wonderful. There's a withheld number here, Josie. Let's see what this is. Line 2, you're through to Josie Long.
Josie, what's your words with friend's name?
I simply cannot tell you that information.
Of course you can't, and well done. For a second, I thought you were going to make the error and tell these fools who you are. Line 4, you're through to Josie Long.
Hello, which bird lays the biggest egg?
Is it an ostrich?
Yes, that's correct. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
So there you go.
Now through to the next round. Hey, Iain, thank you so much for letting me do that. I'm sorry to bother you. I'll just listen to it when I get home now. I'll just leave you be.
I love
didn't
you.
have anything interesting to contribute.
No,
have a good night.
But it's nice to talk to you. Enjoy watching your boyfriend enjoying his food.
Will do. Thank you.
See you later on. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
There we go. That was worth doing. It was Josie Long. I love Josie Long.
How come she phoned in?
Because her boyfriend's ordering a kebab.
Oh.
And she was bored. Oh, I love her. She's going to come in a couple of weeks.
Oh, good.
Which is nice. Always like. Iain Lee, Absolute Radio. Eloise is here. Hello, Eloise. Now, I'm glad you're here. I need to get some appropriate music. Hang on a second, because I need to ask you some questions.
Oh, no.
I've got to ask you some questions, because my memory's not very good.
OK.
Right, and so I need to ask you some questions. I'm hoping I know what the answer is.
All right.
But if I don't, then we need to have a talk.
OK.
Last night, either during or after the show, did we in any way have sex?
No.
Did we in any way, and be honest, have, sexual flirting that crossed a line?
No.
Thank God for that. So, OK. In that case, I had a terrible dream.
Iain!
Terrible dream.
You shouldn't tell me that.
No, I shouldn't, but I'm having to. We didn't do it in the dream. But it was kind of, there was... it was in this... This is what... sometimes you can't tell if dreams are real or not.
Yeah, it was vivid.
Oh, God. It was
Stop talking. I don't want you to talk about it.
I have to. Luckily, my wife won't be listening, so I can get away with this. It was in this studio, right? And are you sure we didn't say anything? Right, it was in this studio.
What do you mean we didn't say? Are you sure we didn't say anything?
Well, we can't in the studio. We didn't have it. We didn't do it in the dream. But you sort of said something, and I thought, ooh, there's an in then. So I said something that was quite sort of rude and flirtatious, and basically could have been taken one way, but would probably have been taken the other way, if you know what I mean. And you sort of giggled and smiled coyly. And then you said something that was equally as innuendo laden, and then you went out. And I was kind of up this morning. I was up a bit early, and I was thinking, wandering around, making my breakfast. I thought, oh Christ, I didn't, did I? Oh my God! Because then I was thinking, and I spent quite a big part of the morning thinking, how do I tell Eloise I'm happily married? And that whatever I said was a joke, and I thought I'd crossed the line, and we would have to have sex because that was the implication of the conversation last night. But it was just a dream, you're telling me.
Yes.
In that case, we can end that music, and we can play something slightly more appropriate. No, hang on, that's not right. This is probably better. There we go. Phew, that's a relief. Oh, that's a relief. Oh man, my memory's terrible. B, it was with dreams. They can stick in the brain a bit, and you don't know what's going on. But okay, well, I thought that would, now that's out in the open, and I'm genuinely embarrassed. And it's not the sort of thing I would say, but I had to.
But surely you would know that wouldn't have happened.
No, I don't. Because I think I said yesterday that you look really nice. I said that, didn't I? I
Yeah,
said,
you did say that,
I said,
yeah.
and so no, I don't know what your mind and what my mind together could be capable of. But it didn't happen, so thank God for that. That's good. So I thought tonight we could discuss. We can't even look at each other, dear listener. We genuinely can't look at each other. We would. Well, I don't know how you make that into a topic. Sex dreams about inappropriate people. It wasn't a sex dream. We didn't do it. I didn't touch it. But I think if I'd have pushed it, I probably could have. I'm so embarrassed I'm saying this. So, ooh. For a second there, you sounded like a man. So, sex dreams that you've had about inappropriate people, 0330 123 1215. Or if you've kind of, if you've done that flirting thing and thought, well, hang on a minute, how have I got involved in this? I know it's kind of a niche topic, but I thought we'd put it in there. 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number. Be brave, you can use a pseudonym, that's a different name, if you want. So, anyway, back onto family-friendly stuff. I had... oh, God, I'm sorry I said it, but I had to. And I thought this is my reasoning for doing it on the radio. I thought if we do it on the radio, then it's all
out
above
in the
board
open.
and it's legit, and it's not like I've taken you to one side and said, "Oh, I've got to tell you, I had a terrible." Because if I did that,
it would be horrible.
In many ways, that's worse.
Yeah,
in
you're
many
right,
ways, that's virtually the same as cheating on my wife, which I don't want to do. So that is good. I'm glad that is sorted. So today, I did the Easter egg hunt. Did I say hunt? I dumped it just in case I didn't.
Oh, it did sound like you might have said something.
I said...
You did say the H, but I think it got caught in your throat.
It sounded like a C. It sounded like a hard H.
What's a hard H?
G.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, is the G... I said the H, but then the G from the egg, the word before, came back out. I belched up the G. So I said Easter egg hunt... But the and the G swapped round, and it sounded like something very. It sounded like a Nicky Campbell on the radio, which we will not be doing here. So we did the Easter egg hunt. I can't believe I stumped myself in the first 14 minutes of the show. This is going to be a nightmare tonight. We did the Easter egg hunt.
I saw you didn't take my advice of no clues, but you went for clues.
I went for clues because clues. The thing is, if you just hide the eggs in the garden, right? They're going to find them within 4 minutes. That's it.
Not if you hide them well.
Well, they're 6, 3, and 15 months. You can't hide them that well. You've got to kind of, you've got to let them be able to find them. Although there was one clue, right? And I wrote the clues this morning. And I was well proud of them. What was okay? In this building, you keep your tools. Dylan and Pepper are no fools. So basically, what is that? What would that tell you? Where would that tell you to go?
Shed.
Right. For 15 minutes, they're going, and they're 6 and 3, but come on, they're going, is it the birdhouse? No, it's not the birdhouse. In this place where you build them, where you keep your tools. Where do you keep your tools? The sandpit. No, literally 15 minutes until my sister had to go. What's that building at the end of the garden? A shed? Oh, yeah, a shed. It'd be in the shed. But we had the most... I've never done one before. It was the most fun. The most fun.
How many eggs did you offer up?
We had... there were 4 eggs each, okay? So 3 cream eggs each.
Yeah.
One in the sandpit, one by the foot of the tree where the birdhouse is, and one by the shed. So two of those each. And then there was like a big egg, like a Whisper and like a Mars bar or something. And they were hidden in the bomb shelter, in the scary bit. And Dylan was very brave and he put on my little headlamp and he went in. I couldn't see them! And he went in and he liberated the eggs and it was wonderful. It's the most fun. Go and get some children. Go and steal some children from somewhere.
No.
Hide some Easter eggs. No, don't do that. Go and buy some children from somewhere. Hide some Easter eggs in your back garden and watch them hunt. And the thing is, because I'm not very creative and stuff, but what I did is I wrote these clues this morning, typed them up, and then I went to the shops and I bought some nice card, cut the clues out, stuck them on the card, put them in nice envelopes, put glitter all over it.
Well, I think you've got too much time.
Of course I have. I've only got 2 hours a bloody day. Anyway, basically, Eloise, what I'm trying to say this evening is I haven't got much to talk about. The other thing
Sounds like you've got an awful lot. Too much, in fact.
The other thing I've written down, this is how desperate I am for topics.
What was the Easter egg topic, though, there?
There's not one there.
Okay.
I was hoping something would come out of it. It didn't. The other thing I've written down is...
Crack clues?
No. Pencils, And I was going to ask, does anyone still use pencils? That is how desperate I am for material this evening. I have nothing. So far we've got sex dreams,
Flirting by accident,
and pencils.
and something about eggs.
Something about eggs. Can anybody help us? 0330 123 1215. Little bit desperate this evening. I'm so sorry about the sex dream thing. we didn't do it in the dream. There's no doing it. 0330 123 1215. We'll find something to talk about this evening, I'm sure of it. It's going to be one of those shows tonight where we sort of stumble and slip and trip our way through it, and suddenly it's 1 o'clock and suddenly Polly James is doing her thing. So let's get on with it, shall we? 0330 123 1215 is the phone number. Iain Lee is my name. We're on Absolute Radio. I mentioned this the last couple of nights. We are genuinely looking for a cause that we can kind of get a bit angry about. I'm very, very apathetic about pretty much everything. But if we can find a cause that we can get apathetic about and or unapathetic, what's the opposite of unapathetic? Pathetic, anyway, if we can find a cause that we can rise up as one and protest about and get some banners and get a petition and then do a march, then we'll actually do it. So if you can think of anything, 0330 123 1215. I just feel we should be, this is a great position here, hosting a national radio show. We should use it to try and achieve something. Now, I don't want to achieve anything too big. Let's not get carried away. Yes, the situation in Libya is pretty poor, but really, what are we going to do about it? Maybe it's, you want mini baby bells to be coated in red wax instead of green wax instead of the red. I don't know. Have a think about it, and the best one we will genuinely do. Let's go to David Coverdale from Whitesnake. Hello, David.
Hello.
Nice.
How's it going?
It's going very well, David.
Oh, very well. Very good, very good. I'm glad to hear that.
What can we do for you?
Well, I was just wondering about your day, and maybe we can compare days.
Well, what have you been up to today, David Coverdale from Whitesnake?
Well, today I've been very busy. I went to the park today. I played some football with my family.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, and I rocked out on the old guitar, you know how it is.
Of course.
Cool. Do you play guitar yourself?
I play a little guitar.
Oh, well, how long have you been playing for?
Well, for a while. I'm not particularly good at it, but I can strum a few chords.
Oh, okay, well, which chords?
C and D.
D and D.
C and D.
Well, you can play most Bob Dylan songs.
There we go, you see. That'll do it. That's a musical joke.
Well, only some people will understand this.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, David Coverdale from Whitesnake. Let's go to... who's this? It's Jake. Hello, Jake.
Hello.
Jake, is your mouth anywhere near the phone?
Sorry?
Exactly. Pick the... Jesus Christ.
Hey!
Pick the phone up, you lazy git.
I have. How you doing, darling?
You haven't picked the phone up at all. You're still on speakerphone.
No, I'm not. This phone's a bit crap. It sounds like I'm in the toilet, which I am. And that's one of my calls for campaigns. How about that? Stop calling people while I'm on the bog.
Right, OK. Well, that's something. I don't believe you're not on hands-free or speakerphone.
Okay, let's check this out. I'll put you on hands-free now, and then I'll switch you back over and tell me the difference. This is hands-free now, and then I'll talk. Okay, so this is hands-free now, right?
Right.
Now I'm going to change back over. Now this is
Well, Jake, you have an unusual telephone in that on your phone, your hands-free is actually better quality than your not hands-free, and that's true.
It's like, what colour's bum fluff?
Yeah, I'm going to ask you something I've never asked a man before. Would you go to hands-free, please?
Okay.
Why are you laughing like Terry Scott?
Because he taught me everything he knows.
Okie dokie, Jake.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm T. Scott, by the way.
You're what?
It's T. Scott.
Okay, I've literally got no idea what you're talking about, but
It's not Terry Scott, it's T. Scott.
Okay,
Great Scots.
okay.
So what do you think of my campaign then about not calling people while you're on the bog?
It's not bad. It's not bad. Who do we hand a petition into, though?
Or who do we hands-free the petition to, though? People who are sitting behind a desk and not people who are sitting on a bog.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know who else. I have to say, I did like the rocky music that you were playing.
Thank you. We play it. We play it pretty much every night.
I know, I'm so sad. Like, I haven't listened to you guys in ages.
Why have you not listened in ages, you muppet?
I know, because I'm just hanging with the Fraggle Rocks, because I'm a muppet like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jake, I'm going to cut you off now.
Well, no, because bye.
There we go. Can I just say, dear listener, and I say this to all of you, apart from Josie, who was awesome, and if you go and follow Josie Long, at Josie Long on Twitter, and just send her a nice message. Would you do that for me? She gets quite a bit of abuse on Twitter, as we all do. But she gets quite a bit. So all of you, go on Twitter, at Josie Long, and just send her a nice message now. It would make her night, because she's lovely. But apart from her, all of the calls this evening have been V poor. I mean, to the point where I'm kind of thinking I might just go home tonight. I might just go home. You don't deserve this show this evening. So let's see if we can up this. Now, this is Kieran, but it says on my screen I have to call him David Draman.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Kieran. I mean, David Draman.
Never mind about the name. I have an embarrassing story for you.
Oh, you wanted it to be a pseudonym?
Pardon?
It was going to be a pseudonym.
Yeah,
oh, hang on a minute. Well, okay.
Ruined it.
No, I haven't ruined it, because I can turn this around. Okay, Kieran, well, thanks for calling. Bye.
Bye.
Let's go to our next caller. It's David Draman.
Hello.
Hello, David. I'll put an effect on your voice. Hello, David.
Hello.
David, I believe you've got an embarrassing story. That's not your real name.
Yes.
Let's hear it.
Okay, well, I was standing in my school while there was a play rehearsal going on.
Yes.
My friends were in it.
Okay.
And I saw this very good-looking girl walking past.
Woo, yes.
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 I went up to talk to her.
Yeah.
And I just kind of come in close and just say, hey, how are you?
Hey, how are you? Because girls love that line. Hey, how are you?
Anyway, I asked her her name. She gave me her name, and I said, it's a really nice name, but your number sounds better. And David Draman, you actually said that's a really nice name. I bet your number sounds better. I am very bad at picking up girls.
How old are you?
16.
Okay. The lines, Eloise, I think you'd agree with me. The lines don't work.
No, never.
Oh, you're on Echo as well. The lines don't work.
Yeah.
Never. When people say, what's your best chat-up line? There is no good chat-up line because they're all bullshine.
I wasn't really being serious about it. I just had this thing with my friend.
Okay, so you said that okay. And what happened next?
She kind of got a bit odd, and I said, so what are you here for then? I asked her if she was here for the play. She said no. And then I asked her, what are you here for then? And I got a response that I really didn't expect.
Okay.
The response was, I work here.
So she was a teacher?
Yes.
So you were a 15-year-old... Hey, listen, and it happens. You were a 15-year-old boy trying to pick up a teacher?
I didn't know she was a teacher.
Surely you knew that she wasn't around your age.
She's one of the younger teachers.
Okay, well, some of them do look quite young. And what happened, David Draman? Did anything progress?
Well, I pretty much just legged it because she looked at me very funny, like she was going to give me some sort of punishment.
Ooh. Steady. Yeah. He's 15, steady. We'll back away from that precipice. Just in case Ofcom still do have some power, which I don't think they do anymore, but you never know. Well, that's disappointing.
Mm-hmm. I do have something you can protest about as well.
Okay. Shall I call you Kieran now? Or are you
for crying out loud, Ian.
Or are you going to still be David Draman?
I don't care. You've destroyed that name anyway. You've ruined it. It's dead now.
Okay, David, what can we protest against?
Expensive fruit.
Because it says on the screen, call him David Draman for his first story.
Yeah.
This is on his second story.
So I understand how that's confusing.
Okay. It's expensive fruit?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, everything that's like really unhealthy is like really cheap.
Yeah.
And everything that's like better for you is like way extremely expensive, and I think we should do something about that.
Bananas aren't that expensive.
Yeah, that's true, but...
I like bananas. Been eating a lot of bananas recently.
Really?
My wife made banoffee pie. I didn't know you could make banoffee pie.
I love banoffee pie.
Oh, she made it from Jamie Oliver's book, right? It was delicious.
Wow.
But she made it the weekend, and I had some last night, and I think there was a lot of cream on it, and I think the cream just turned sort of yesterday afternoon, because I ate this cream last night, and this morning, I had a very runny bottom.
Oh, not too good then.
Not too good at all.
No, I think my mum makes that as well. It's pretty good.
And does your mum's banoffee taste nice?
Very nice, but it only really keeps for like one day. So.
I made a rude joke. 0330 123 1215. Very childish this evening, but no merit at all. I do apologise, I was dicking around on the internet. 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number. Iain Lee, Absolute Radio. Who's been on here the longest? Seb has.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Seb. Well, you know, it's kind of a slightly dry show tonight, but sometimes...
really?
Let me finish. Sometimes we need the dryness to bring out the wetness in other shows. Does that make sense?
Okay.
No.
No, not really. No,
Yes.
but it does sound a bit rude, so
Yes.
everyone will love it.
There we go. Everyone will love it, Sebastian.
How's it going? No, actually, I'm not going to ask that. How's the show going? I rescinded my question.
We just had that conversation.
I'm not listening. I'm sorry.
What? You're not listening? You just asked me that question. We had that conversation, and you asked me the question again.
Sorry. I do that sometimes.
Well, why? Why would you do that, Seb?
I do that sometimes.
What? Repeat yourself?
Yes.
You just did it then as well.
Yes.
Idiot.
Sorry, I just walked through Golden Square from one pub to another pub, and I thought, for once, I will not be a podcast person.
Wow.
And I will call in live.
Oh, and it's not gone well, is it?
No.
Oh. So you're near these studios now?
Yeah, although I'm in a pub in a lock-in, so...
Well, there you go.
I'm not going to do a Rob Benet and just turn up.
Good, no, because that would be inappropriate.
Yeah, it would be.
It would be.
Although apparently quite easy, according to your lack security.
It's pretty easy. Anyone can do it. I shouldn't say this, as there are people out there that do want to kill me at the moment, but
Oh, really?
you pretty much turn up and walk in, yeah.
Who wants to kill you?
Oh, you know, there's a couple of lunatics out there. Don't worry, I can handle it.
As long as you're sure.
I
If
can
not,
handle it. I'm pretty tasty in a fight, I reckon. I've never been in a fight.
I bet you are pretty tasty in a fight.
I've never been in a fight, but if my life depended on it, I could probably kick someone in the
Well,
nuts.
Well, you've got the height advantage.
Yeah.
I think that's always a good thing.
Yeah, I've got long reach. If I was a boxer, I'd have a long reach.
Yeah, but would you pack a punch though? That's the question.
No, that's the question. And this is the thing. I've never punched someone, Seb, with all of my might, so I don't know.
You're missing out.
Well.
Although, are you really?
Yes.
Really?
Ever punched someone, Seb?
I have done.
What was it? What did it feel like?
Unfortunately, it felt horrible.
But really though, I bet it felt powerful.
Yeah.
Sexy?
Obviously, you've got the adrenaline running.
How old are you? How old are you, Seb?
23.
Did you go home afterwards and have the best sex of your life?
No, I had a little cry.
Oh.
Violence is nothing to be proud of.
Violence is nothing to be proud of unless you've really packed a good punch.
Unless you've defended a lady and the whole pub has given you applause.
There we go. You see, that will be good, wouldn't it? That will be a moment.
Yeah, that didn't happen then.
No. What happened then?
I was defending someone's honour. I just didn't get a round of applause.
Oh.
It was
You've got an impending feeling of doom and shame.
Yes.
Oh.
I've punched somebody for good reasons, but I've still punched somebody, so it's bad.
Wow, Seb, your head's quite screwed on for a young fool.
What, who's drunk? Yeah, pretty much.
You're speaking drunk sense, and I like it.
I don't know how I'm speaking drunk sense. I'm currently in a pub, which is currently a lock-in, but there are builders working on a bar.
Right.
And nobody's here, apart from me and a couple of bar staff.
So hang on, you've snuck into a pub?
I've just snuck into a pub, basically.
Wow. I might come off the wagon and come and join you.
Well, it is quite literally around the corner.
Well, no, actually, now I think about it, I won't.
Yeah, probably not.
No. Well, anything else?
What are the topics this evening, if you don't mind me
Well,
asking?
listen, Seb, this is the problem, right? I'm really tired. I had a long day yesterday and not much sleep.
Sure.
I was up really early today. I've had a really long day with kids and then working, and I've not had a chance. I'm so tired today, Seb. I fell asleep on the bus coming into town.
Oh, really?
I fell asleep on the bus. I was in Muswell Hill, awake. Then suddenly, I'm pulling up outside of Camden. I'd missed my stop. I was terrible.
Right, no, it is. But don't the buses from Muswell Hill end in central London anyway?
Well, yes, they do. But I was supposed to get off at Highgate and get the tube in.
Ah,
I was late for my appointment.
That is quite upsetting. Or not upsetting. That's quite rude being late for an appointment.
It was quite rude. Luckily, they were late as well, so everything worked out.
Yeah, most people are late when they're on the schmooze.
Most people are late. You see, this is the thing. I don't think anybody is particularly on time ever.
No, never.
No.
I try to be on time, but I'm never on time.
No, I don't.
Schmoozing with somebody else. You don't want to end the schmoozing.
No.
Then you go to somewhere else to schmooze. It's a schmoozer's lifestyle.
Okay, well, you're banging on about schmoozing quite a lot. I'm not sure why, but well done.
I just like the word, I'll be honest.
So, the topics. Ever had a sex dream about someone that is inappropriate? As I didn't have a sex dream about Eloise, but I thought that we'd flirted a bit last night and I wasn't sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awkward.
It was awkward and was even more awkward when I mentioned it to her this evening.
Yeah.
That was...
The fact you've told her makes it a bit more awkward.
Yeah. I had to check to find out if something actually happened last night or not, as I couldn't remember.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Were you in that state of, was it a dream?
Yep.
Or is there that fraction of possibility that it actually happened?
Yeah, it was so realistic that part of me was feeling guilty all day.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
Yeah, dangerous territory.
It is. Well, I have had a sex dream about somebody inappropriate.
Go on.
My best friend's girlfriend, as it always happens.
Is she hot?
Yes.
Well, then, and also you're at that young age where, it's unlikely that you or your best friend have actually found your life partner. It's unlikely.
Oh, of course. I would completely agree with you.
So there's a very, very good chance in 6 months, in 6 years, in 6 minutes, you could be in bed with her anyway.
I don't know about that. There's the rule. The rule you don't sleep with your friends' partners.
How old are you? 23.
Yeah.
That rule kind of gets bent around your age.
Yeah, I stick by it quite loyally.
But what if they split up with each other?
Nah. Because I'm friends with both of them.
Oh, mate. Right. Is she hot? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's call her Sarah. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not her name, is it?
No.
What is her name?
Sarah.
Okay, so if
I'm
Sarah,
drunk. Not that drunk.
If Sarah and Steve split up, right?
Yeah.
And Sarah came round your house to say, and she was a bit drunk, and you were a bit drunk, and she was dressed in knee-length boots and a short little mini tights, short little mini skirt, low-cut top.
The whole get-up.
The whole get-up, and she's sitting on the end of your bed and she's crying, and she's like, Seb, I dumped him and I had to dump him, and Seb, it's you that I want. I really want to kiss you, Seb. And you were a little bit tipsy. Are you telling me you wouldn't give her a snog?
Well, I think the rule of thumb is...
Boom!
I think the rule of thumb is, if you're drunk, anything goes.
Hey! The rule of thumb, and it's a blooming appropriate rule. So well done.
It really is.
So you could end up with Sarah at some point.
I could.
Oh, it'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Oh, Sarah.
Oh, Sarah. Wah! Wah! Well, that's it.
Is that the only topic? Sex dreams.
Do you still use pencils?
No. Who uses pencils? Apart from the Russian space program.
I'm using one tonight.
Oh, really?
Basically, Seb.
Could you not get hold of a pen?
No. Basically, I'm a little bit short on fuel this evening, and those are literally the best things I've got.
Pencils and sex dreams.
Yeah. It's not great, is it?
No. Well, it's not the worst show.
It's not the worst by a long stretch, but it's not in the top 200.
Has Barry called up this evening so far?
No, he's not.
Well, you've still got a chance that it might be still good if he
Possible.
Although if he does, not the worst that could happen.
The next call we've got on is a guy called Sam Chaplin, and we only let him come on in extreme emergencies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he's quite dull.
Do you need me? Do you want me to pad with you until you find someone else?
Well,
is that what we've been doing for the last 10 minutes?
We've been padding, but we found no one else, so we have to go to Sam Chaplin. Sam, say hello to Seb.
Hello, Seb.
You all right, Sam? How's it going?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm very well, how are you?
I could be a lot better. I could have a drink in my hand.
You see, Seb, it's not, it's not gold, is it?
Yeah, it's not a goal, but again, it's not Barry.
Okay.
I punched someone once.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
What, tell us a story.
Well, I got bullied a lot in primary school and in
Never good.
in year 7, and it just like built up and built up.
Hold on, no, sorry, let me just interrupt you.
Oh.
You said primary school, and then you said year 7.
Yeah, I went from I got bullied in primary school then.
Oh, then in year 7.
I don't know. I don't know what these years are that you speak of. It means nothing to an old man like me.
Oh, well, let me fill you in, Ian.
Please do,
If you
Sebastian.
don't mind. Primary school is nursery up to year 6.
Right.
And then you enter secondary school.
Right.
And it's year 7
Okay.
to 11.
And what happened to middle school? That's middle school. That's what I'd call middle school.
Yeah.
Okay. The juniors.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So, but Sam, if you punch someone in this year 7 or what used to be the first year in junior school,
You'd be a fresher. Sorry, that's dangerous territory.
yeah, and also that's not a real punch. I'm talking about a man punching a man.
Yeah, that's...
Man, we're talking about men punching men, Sam Chaplin.
God, sorry.
It's men punching men.
Men
punching men.
Ouch.
So Sam, tell us about your boy punch. I said punch.
Oh. Anyway, yeah, I got bullied a lot, and he just got my nerves so much, and so like in form, it was in my form, and I just like lashed out and I punched him in front of the teacher.
You punched your teacher?
No, I punched him in front of a teacher.
And what did the teacher do to you?
Oh, he stuck by me because like he watched him bully me. So he
Hang on a minute. So you're saying,
yeah,
a teacher in your school
encouraged you
to buy punch another.
He didn't really like encourage me, but like he didn't tell me off.
He gave you a little wink and then threw you a cigarette.
He didn't tell you off. But did he not report it? Did you not get in trouble?
Yeah. I got reported, but man, like he just like said, "Good on you." Like just.
So your teacher, hang on a minute, Sam. Hang on a minute, Seb. Sam, turn away because I want to speak to Seb in private. Seb, I get the idea that Sam is literally making this bullshine story up as he goes along.
I'm thinking so. The whole teacher thing. Is the teacher really going to do that?
The teacher went up to him and said, "Well done," afterwards.
He
and
didn't
then
say well done.
You're not supposed to be listening.
Sam, close your ears.
Close your ears. He said, "Well done," tipped him a cigarette and gave him a hat. What kind of nonsense is that?
I don't
say that.
Sam Chaplin, come back.
Hello.
So what did your teacher say?
Right, he didn't throw me a cigarette, he didn't throw me a hat or anything.
Right.
He just he sort of gave me a wink and that.
You just said he said something.
Yeah.
Oh, he had to have said something.
He said well done.
So he did say well done.
Well, he didn't say well done. Just
hang on, you just said he said well done.
Sam, did he say well done, or did he just give you the nod of approval, sort of like, I'll turn a blind eye to that sort of thing?
Yeah.
You are
Still
so making this...
bullshine, I don't believe it.
Utter bullshine. Making this story up as you go along, Sam Chaplin.
Oh, yeah.
And also, it doesn't fit into the topic. A, because it's not a topic, and B, if it were a topic, it will be about men punching men, not boys punching children.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry.
Jesus.
Sam, have you ever... Oh, no, how old are you, Sam?
15.
There we go.
I'm not gonna...
Back away from that, Seb. Well done, well done. Ofcom are completely neutered, but you never know. They might rise again. I mean, they could hold us.
Oh, no, but everyone loves Ofcom.
Everyone loves Ofcom. Okay.
Apart from anybody that works in radio. But I didn't say that.
No. So, Sam, have you got anything else for us?
Not really.
Oh, come on, Sam.
Come on, Sam. You must have something. Come on. Come on.
Come on!
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I said, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I said, do you wanna be in my gang, my gang, my gang? Do you wanna be in my gang? Oh yeah, you wanna be in my gang, my gang, my gang. You wanna be in my gang, my gang. The leader. It's horribly inappropriate.
Yeah, it's gone now.
It's gone now.
Sam?
Yes?
Anything else?
Not really.
Thanks for calling. Well, Seb, you made the last 10 minutes or so. I mean, it still was brilliantly bad, but you brought some life to it.
Well, I'm glad I could be of help, Ian.
I'm going to cut you off and play some Blur now.
I wish you... Which song?
Charmless Man.
Amazing. Brilliant.
Ta-ta. was that mysterious caller? We may never know. 0330 123 1215. Craig, Dave and Abigail will be with you after this. Iain Lee, that is me, Absolute Radio. Mondays to Thursdays, 11 till 1 is when we're on, generally. If you've missed any of the show tonight or any of the shows this week or the last few weeks, you can get them all via the podcast on iTunes. We've different podcasts, the full show, without the music, the ads, the travel or the news, so just the talky bits. There's also the best bits, which are like the best 5 or 10 minutes of the show. There's also the shepherd's pie videos, and there's loads of stuff. So you can get that from iTunes or from absoluteradio.co.uk. I'm aware that I'm tripping over my words a bit this evening. It's because I'm so tired. I'm so tired I can barely see. My legs are aching. My foot is still swollen. It's all a bit blue now.
Oh, is it?
Bit bruised. And I've just been rushing around like a fool the last few days and not had much sleep. And I'm feeling it. Tomorrow I've got a nice day. I'm meeting my friend, Christos, in the morning. Then I'm getting a haircut.
That Christos Foufas?
No, as that's Christo.
Oh.
And then I'm getting my hair cut, and then that's it. I'm going to go home, and I think my wife and child will be at her mother's tomorrow, so I shall have a little doze. I might watch a film. Before
you
coming
don't do
into
that,
it.
that often.
I don't watch films. Although I did watch a film the other day, actually. I do watch films quite a bit, it turns out. Craig is in Bilston.
Ian's in the studio.
Hey, you got me there.
Liam Dutton. That's what you look like.
The weatherman?
Yeah.
Shut up, his eyes look in different directions.
And Eloise looks like Sally Tomset.
From Man About the House?
Yeah.
Really?
Sally who?
Sally, don't worry, it's a compliment. Sally Thompson, it's a compliment, apart from the teeth. But I'm trying to poo-poo that idea, and I don't know if I can. I'm going to have to have a look at that, because...
How do I spell her surname?
Tomsectt.
Thom.
Thom, OK.
Sect.
Let's look at the images. Look at young Sally Thompson, not the old woman. Look at the young one.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, and what about Liam Dutton?
I don't look anything like Liam Dutton. Look at that picture of Sally Thompson. She looks hot there. I don't look like Liam Dutton. Liam Dutton, I believe, is black, and I'm not. And he's got... OK.
Her teeth are massive.
She has got big teeth. But some of them, she looks cute.
She struggles to close her mouth.
Yeah. And...
Is that part of the dream?
Steady! And his eyes look in different directions. Eloise, look up Liam Dutton.
Liam...
Don't look anything like Liam Dutton.
You've got a very high opinion of yourself.
Thanks very much. Liam Dutton's a good-looking fella, but I don't look like him.
Tell him straight.
Eloise?
A little bit.
Oh! Liam Dutton, I like him. I think he's when he comes on... When Liam does the weather, I do think... we're going to get... He's not going to mess us around, this fella. He's going to tell us the weather and he's going to tell us it straight. It's a lot of the weather forecasters, I think, oh, you're airy-fairy. Dutton's brilliant.
There is something similar.
You had the show about would you black up?
Yeah.
You know, and I thought he's desperate to get on telly.
Yeah.
He's sneaking in through the back door,
Sneaking
getting in the weather.
Doing a bit of the Dutton. Well, it's it's not impossible. It's not impossible. Maybe we should get Liam Dutton on the show and have it out man-to-man.
Did you meet up with Andy yet from Sea Babies? I couldn't remember.
I did. I met up. I went and saw. Last Friday, I think it was. We took Astro Boy. Or it was one day last week. We took Astro Boy to Epsom to see Andy. He does a show with a bloke called Mike, and it's called Big Box of Bananas. And it was a little bit old for Astro Boy, a little bit blue. And every time the audience cheered, Astro Boy burst into tears. Like, every time we'd settle him down, and then the audience would go, ah! And then he'd go, ah! And he was in tears. So we had to leave. We left after 20 minutes. But we were sitting in the sort of bar having a cup of tea. I was thinking, this is really bad because I'm not going to get a chance to meet Andy. So I wrote a little note. And as I was writing it, this Mike's girlfriend, Mike was in the show, his girlfriend came up and said, oh, you're Iain. do you want to come and sit in their dressing room and wait for the interval? So we sat in it, we met them, and what lovely people. Lovely people. So I'm trying to get them to come on the show at some point.
Well, if you do, or if you speak to him again, could you ask him a question for me?
What question? 'Cause I've got his phone number, I can text him.
Because my little girl, right?
Yeah.
She
You've got children?
Pardon?
Oh, my God. OK, yeah, go on.
Yeah, my little girl, Barbara, she loves sea babies, and she loves Andy.
Yeah.
And
I like it when he dresses up as Pingu.
oh, that's wicked, isn't it?
It is wicked, because he does the dance. He's wicked.
This reminds me of seafood.
He does remind me of seafood, but a little bit more coherent.
Yeah.
And, you know, they do, like, the birthday cards and stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's Alex generally does the birthday cards, but yeah.
He does them sometimes.
Okay.
I wanted to send a card in.
Yeah.
But her favourite programme isn't on CBeebies. She loves Countdown. And I wondered if you know the pictures usually got one of the C. I wanted to have, like, the Countdown presenter and the woman.
With two Barbara. Love Countdown.
You think it's really
OK, we've got the... how old will she be on her next birthday?
4.
OK, so let's hang on a minute, we can do this, hang on a minute. OK, well, it's time for the birthdays, and we've got a card, and this is for Stevie, and if you see Stevie there, he's with Iggle Piggle and Macca Packa, and he's also there with Mr. Tumbly's Boo as well, and he's going to be 3, and that's from Nanny, Grandpa, and your little puppy, Jess. Now we've got a card, and this is for Sanjeet. And Sanjeet's going to be 5 years old, and she's there with the tweenies. And you can see, if we lift up the balloon, there's her mummy wishing her a happy birthday. And now we've got Barbara, who is going to be 6 years old, and Barbara is there with the guy from Countdown and the hot woman from Countdown, and if we rearrange these letters, the vowels and the consonants, it says Happy Birthday, Barbara.
Oh, he likes Phil Mitchell. She likes Phil Mitchell as well.
And there's Phil Mitchell as well. I think you're allowed to put whatever you want on there.
They might pick it because it's different.
Because it's different, yeah.
I'll send it off then. She'll
Just
love
don't put anything rude on there, I think is probably the only rule.
Yeah, I think she'll love that.
Yeah.
Where does the name Barbara come from, then, for your daughter?
It was my mum's name.
Oh.
Before you make any jokes about it.
Yeah, that's why I thought I would check.
Yeah.
Well, that's a really lovely story, Craig.
Well, it's lovely to hear from you both, Liam and Sally.
What a cheeky sausage. Sally Thompson is hot, so don't take it, apart from the fact she does struggle to close her mouth. I look nothing like Liam Dutton, I'll tell you that for nothing, no. 0330 123 1215. One Nut, Abigail and Dave after Mumford & Sons.
Roll away your stone, I'll roll away mine, with which to take this soul that is so rightfully mine.
Abigail!
Hello?
Hello, Abigail.
Hello. I have, do you know David Droman, whatever.
Oh, yeah, David Droman, who called up earlier and was at the age of 15, tried to chat up a teacher.
Yeah, well, I'm one of his friends.
Oh.
That was in the rehearsal.
OK.
And I just so happened to see all of it.
Come on, give us your version of events.
Should have seen her face. I cracked up laughing. He literally legged it. He went bright red.
And was the teacher angry?
Yeah.
You can't say... What was his terrible line again? Your nice name, I bet your number's nicer or something?
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing, but...
Jeez. Abigail, you sound like a sensible young lady. Would a line like that have any effect on you?
No.
It's a terrible thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
When guys... I'm assuming, boys kind of chat you up and stuff. How do you prefer to be chatted up? Do you like sleazy lines like that, or do you just like blokes being nice?
Blokes being nice.
There you go, you see, that's all it takes. That's all it takes. Is he, this David Drayman, is he a bit, how am I going to put this? A bit of an idiot?
He can be.
Yeah, well, I get the feeling. You don't know a guy called Kieran, do you?
Yeah.
And what's he like?
About the same.
Yeah, about the same. I thought he might be. Lovely to talk to you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Ta-ta. Let's go to Dave. Oh, Dave in Bury.
Hello.
Just imagine if it was Dave Berry calling us.
Oh, imagine that.
Imagine that. Wouldn't that be amazing? Because he's bloody good, he is.
Do you think?
No.
Oh.
He's a nice lad. He's a nice lad.
You know what, Ian?
Go on.
You sound quite tired tonight.
I'm really tired tonight. Is it coming across?
Yeah, it's mate. I've got to be honest.
No, listen, you be honest, fella. In what way is my tiredness coming through the radio waves?
I thought you might have been drinking or taking drugs, but you're slurring your words, mate.
Yeah. I've not. Listen, I haven't had a drink or a drug in 6.5 years, so it's not that. I can promise you that.
You sure?
I'm 100% sure, sir. But I'm very tired. I can literally barely keep my eyes open.
Well, you don't know what tired is, mate. I tell you, yesterday I went to London.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
got the 3 o'clock train.
Yeah.
Must have walked about 10 miles sightseeing.
Yeah.
With my wife.
Yeah.
Bloody shattered, I tell you.
Yeah.
Bloody shattered.
What sights did you see, Dave?
Buckingham Palace.
Oh yeah, the palace. Yeah.
Piccadilly Circus.
Oh yeah, Piccadilly Circus.
And we went on the tube as well. Tell you what, the tube is fantastic.
Brilliant,
We
isn't
need it up at North.
Yeah.
Tell you.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
You wait for the train.
Yeah.
It's not there. Wait for another minute. Another one comes.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah,
Anyway, I don't want to talk about that.
Okay. No, what would you like to talk about?
About pencils.
Okay. Yeah. It was one of the topics. It's a legitimate talking point.
Yeah, I don't want you to get bored with me. I don't want you to cut me off.
Well, I have got bored with you about 5 minutes ago, but I won't cut you off.
Okay. Anyway, I love those IKEA pencils, I tell you.
They are good, aren't they?
You can put them behind your ear.
Yeah.
They're brilliant.
They're-
And I must have about 20 at home.
Yeah.
I tell you.
I don't know if you're meant to take them with you, but I'm sure they don't mind.
Well, you know, they've got enough money. We spend enough there.
Yeah.
I hate going there.
I like the idea of going there, and then within 10 minutes I'm thinking, oh, God, ain't this game over yet?
I know. Do you go with your wife?
If I go with my wife, we're there for bloody ages. If I go
I
on my own on a Mercy Dash, I can be in and out within 20 minutes.
Oh, no, I'll go with my wife, I tell you. Spent there once, 3 hours.
Yeah.
3 hours.
3 hours. Well, she think it was like Centre Parks or something.
I know. Sorry, do you like the band Kiss?
I quite like them, yeah. Not as much as I used to, but yeah, I do quite like them.
You know what I don't like anymore?
Go on.
Tommy Thayer and Eric Singer wearing the makeup of Peter Criss and Ace Frehley.
Do you know what? It's funny. For those who don't know, well, no, I can't even bother to explain it to you. Go and research it yourself. Yeah, I think that's a little bit cheeky, actually.
Yeah, I mean, they're like the legends of the band, you've got to admit. You can't wear the makeup, I mean...
They should have Gene and Paul in the makeup, and Tommy and Eric should just be, like, makeup less.
Do you think?
Yeah, definitely. That's how they should do it. That would be fair. And then they'd sell, like, 0 tickets. But that's what they should do, to be fair.
I've never seen them live. Love to.
I've seen them twice last year or the year before last year.
What, on the Sonic Boom thing?
Yeah. Once in the Wembley Arena and once in a tiny club in North London.
Tiny club?
Yeah, 500 people. Beautiful.
Oh, jealous, mate.
Yeah.
What I don't like, though, at the concert, they don't play, like, the 1980s music. Like.
They don't, which is good, because the 1980s music is crap. They play Crazy Nights, and that's it.
Yeah,
the
I like
80s stuff is awful. Awful.
Do you think? I love Heaven's on Fire.
Oh, it's rubbish.
It's beautiful.
Rubbish. Well, Dave, it's lovely to talk to you.
Nice talking to you. It's my first time calling, you know.
Well, you call up as many times as you want, boss.
I think I will.
Ta-ta.
Oh, by the way, Ian.
Yes?
Can you try and guess how old I am? I love when you play that game and you get it right. Try and, you know.
Well, it's difficult for various reasons. I think you can maybe understand what those reasons are. Part of me wants to say 26.
26? I don't know. Don't know about that. I wish I was 26.
42.
42? I wish I was 42.
You're not in your 50s.
50s? I wish I was 50s. You're not very good at this anymore. Maybe because you're tired.
Or maybe because you're putting a voice on. Dave, it's lovely to talk to you. Do call again.
Hey, why don't we all listen to a bit more Absolute Radio?
On for the game this weekend?
I can't, mate. I'm planting hanging baskets to surprise Sue.
Are you sure? You don't even know your pansies from your daffs.
No, but I will do.
I've been having a lovely argument on Facebook with someone who said they weren't going to listen to the show the night we played the Ringo Starr interview.
Oh, yes.
And so I wrote saying it's going to be 10 minutes maximum.
Yeah.
10 minutes of the show, so you're not going to listen to a whole 2-hour show because 10 minutes of it you're not going to like. You don't like Ringo Starr. And then we've had this massive argument. I did call him a bellend and I called him an idiot, and he got really offended at that. But it wouldn't refer to the point that I was making that it was only going to be 10 minutes of the show and that was an idiotic thing to say. And then he's just been rude to me and he's stormed off in a huff on Facebook. I love it. I love it. The thing is, he's now, like, fuming and really angry. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
The more people are like that, the funnier it is.
I know, I love it. I do love winding people up on the internet, especially on those ridiculous forums. Digital Spy, jeez. It's Sarah, the Badger Pawn Cake lady.
Hello.
Hello, Sarah. What filth are you whisking up this evening?
I'm making, this week, last week I made bugs.
Yeah.
As in little creepy crawlers.
Yeah.
This week I'm making a cake for a Wolverhampton Wanderers supporter. Somebody's got to be, haven't they?
Jeez. And what design are you going to have on this cake?
It's got the Wolves logo, and it's going to have the recipient on the cake with his kiss on. Wolves kit.
Oh, that'll be nice. It sounds like quite an easy one compared to some of the stuff you've made.
Oh, yeah, just a simple one.
You can toss this one off and it'll be done. And
yeah, it'll be done in no time.
What is the filling of your cake primarily? Is it like a Victoria sponge, or is it?
Yeah, it's similar to that, and I do buttercream, and I use a really nice cherry preserve or raspberry preserve.
I'd have the raspberry.
Yeah.
I love buttercream. Why can't you just go out and buy the buttercream stuff and eat that?
You can buy tubs of it now, but I wouldn't buy it because it's American. It probably isn't very nice.
What? You can go and buy tubs of buttercream? The show is off. I'm going to an all-night Tesco's. I could eat that stuff until it's pouring out of my eyes.
It is nice, but I don't think the stuff you can buy in the tubs is very good because it's probably not made with proper butter.
It'll do. It'll do. But so all it is butter and sugar, is it?
Butter and icing sugar, yeah.
That's a dirty, dirty product. I love it.
Yeah, it is nice.
Delicious.
Very good.
Why? Because the worst part of the cake, right, if you're having like a sponge cake, is the sponge.
Yeah.
The nicest bit is the icing and the filling and the topping. And those are the nicest bits. But yet the sponge takes up so much of the cake. So why can't the sponge...
a small bit in the middle.
Well, exactly. The sponge could be like, like half an inch thick. And then the cream could be like 2 inches thick.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be beautiful.
You'd enjoy that.
I'm going to get me on the Dragon's Den. I've got myself an... Duncan Ballantyne, I'm going to be in touch with you. I've got me an invention I'm going to make.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay.
However, I'm going to go off topic if that's all right.
Please do, because we haven't really got a lot to talk about tonight.
Last week you were talking about Titanic.
Yes.
And I was just phoning to say my dad should have been on the Titanic. And that's the honest truth.
What? Why?
Well, when he was 11, his father was quite a well-known businessman in Birmingham. And they did
was his father Ronald McDonald?
No.
No? Okay.
No, they did a lot of travelling, and he was supposed to go on the Titanic, but he had scarlet fever and didn't go on it.
Right. Oh, crikey.
But he would have been a child, and he probably would have been first class, so he may well have got off.
He would probably have escaped.
He probably would have done.
What a story that would have been, though.
I know. But considering he was 62 when I was born, that's how the sort of ages add up, because otherwise it would seem a bit weird.
Yeah. Also, he's lived your dad, then?
Sorry?
He's lived your dad?
He did, yeah. Obviously he died
Lucky
a few years
pup,
ago now, because I was 18 when he died.
Yeah,
he did lots of things. He used to go and sing on the radio in Canada,
Wow.
get thrown out of New York for singing on the radio there, and then go back to Canada and sing on the radio there.
He got thrown out of New York for singing on the radio?
Yeah, as an illegal immigrant, because
Wow.
he only got a passport to go to Canada.
All my dad did was steal stuff from the BBC. That's it. There's nothing.
My dad worked for the BBC as well.
What did he do?
He was a sound engineer, but he did it during the war.
Yeah.
So he may well have been doing something slightly dodgy. He recorded Vera Lynn.
Yeah.
And Bob Hope and various other people that were quite big stars at the time.
Wow.
So yeah, he did, and that's something absolutely true. But we can't find out. We can find lots of passages on different boats and things going across to America and stuff. But we don't know about the Titanic thing. He was just obsessed with the Titanic when I was a kid. I can remember him collecting everything to do with it. So I think there probably is some truth in that.
Oh, very good. Well, Sarah, I feel I've learnt a lot about you this evening. You've revealed yourself.
I know.
We love it. Good luck with your cake.
Thank you very much.
Speak to you soon. Ta-ta. Sam.
Hello.
Hello, Sam.
Right,
yeah, I'm all right. I'm tired. My voice is cracking. I can hardly speak. I can't see. My legs are aching. My foot is swollen. Apart from that, Sam, I'm on top of the world.
You're not doing too bad then, are you?
I'm not doing too badly at all, no.
Oh, but what's it called? You spent the other geezer about Kiss, was you?
Yes, the rock band Kiss.
Hello, it's Absolute
They
Radio.
are absolutely amazing, aren't they?
They're pretty good. I'm not as much into them as I was, say, a couple of years ago, but I do like them a lot. I think they're the 70s output and some of the 90s stuff is grossly underrated.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. I mean, when was the last time you see them?
Well, I've only seen them twice. I've interviewed them a couple of times. I've only seen them twice. I saw them at Wembley Arena last year, and I saw them. They played the Islington Academy as well last year, like a tiny little secret gig. I saw them at that.
Oh, imagine that was good. Because I see them at Download Festival a couple of years ago.
Oh, I had tickets for that. I was working. I couldn't go.
Oh, mate, I bet you was gutted by that.
Totally gutted.
It was one hell of a good gig. It really was. I mean, it's just like... Well, it's just an amazing live performance, aren't they?
No, they're brilliant. They are, fair play. They've been doing it for years. Paul Stanley's got 2 fake hips.
How can you have 2 fake hips?
Well, not fake ones, false ones. That's the word.
I was going to say, what does he have? One in a cabinet or something?
Yeah, he's had 2. He's got he's got from China. He's got 2 false hips.
Oh dear, he's not doing so bad.
He's doing all right, isn't he? I mean, they've got to be pushing.
How old are they?
They've got to be pushing 65, haven't they? Those boys.
Exactly. I thought they'd be coming out with Zimmer frames.
Yeah, exactly. But all my favourite bands are old. I'm going to go see the Monkees in a month, and they're, Peter Tork is 69 years old.
Oh, dear old me.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's getting old, man. There's no, But Kiss are brilliant, and it's a ridiculous, over-the-top show, and it's wonderful. But it's a bit. I do feel it's a bit weird having Tommy Thayer and Eric Singer in the makeup.
I've got to admit, the old makeup thing, but I guess that's what covers up their age. And
well, exactly. Look, youthful. But you telling me you preferred 80s Kiss?
You know what? I can't make up my mind because I just like all Kiss stuff.
80s Kiss is absolute pony. I've got one album, Animalize, and it's crap, and that's supposed to be the best one from the 80s. It's rubbish.
What songs are on that one?
Crazy Crazy Nights is on there, isn't it? Oh, no, I've got the Crazy Crazy Nights album and Animalize. I can't remember what's on either of them, but they're both rubbish.
With me, I think if you get the best of Kiss, like one of them, because they've got absolutely loads of them, haven't they?
Yeah.
Basically, you're just getting the best of Kiss. As simple as you're getting all the good tunes and
best
everything.
Best of Kiss, yeah. And the best, and all the best stuff is from the 70s.
Yeah, to be fair, I won't take it away from you. You are right.
Sam.
I mean, like, calling Dr. Love. Oh.
Yeah, this is good, isn't it?
You know it, don't you?
You know it!
So what you been doing to knacker yourself out, then?
I've been working, I've been not sleeping very well, and today I had a 6-year-old, a 5-year-old and a 15-month-old all day, and it was hard blooming work.
Yeah,
I'm knackered, mate. I'm knackered.
That's why I will never, ever commit and get myself kids. Won't do that.
You should get them. They're the best thing in the world.
I'm 24 and I just can't deal with all that at the moment.
Well, you don't have to. You're still a young man, Samuel. You've got plenty of time ahead of you.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll find a young lady, and honestly, having kids is I've got a little boy. It is the most amazing thing you could do.
Yeah,
it's the most amazing thing. Yeah. Forget work, forget cars.
Oh, sorry, hang on once. It's right. It's a security phone. Hang on.
Oh, go on.
Hello, security.
There's a robbery going on. Quick. There's
9K. How much you want, mate?
It's like a deal.
All right, I'll be with you soon. Cheers.
Are you,
sorry about that.
Are you selling drugs? That's what it sounds
electric
like.
Cards.
Oh, blimey.
I know. Well, whereabouts I work at a caravan site.
Right, okay.
And it's like not your typical caravan site, because we have people that actually live here all year
It's not
round.
a caravan site, no, yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty weird, mate. And they buy electric cards, and obviously we deliver gas to them as well, so we get it all through the night.
Well, Sam, go and deliver. Do your bloody job.
I am doing my job. I've got the other geezer walking around at the moment. He's keeping all the perimeter all good, and I'm chatting away to you.
Right.
But I'm going around all like the caravan. Well, I'm like driving around, making sure everything's all right as well.
Yeah.
It's not a bad old job, actually.
Well,
I listen to your radio station a lot at night, and some of the things that how did you get hold of this Barry geezer?
Barry from Watford.
Yeah.
He's kind of just latched onto me. He's an old boy who's latched onto me, and I haven't got the heart. I did ban him once before, and it all kicked off. So I don't really want to get involved in that stuff again. So I let him come on and get rid of him as quickly as I can.
See, because I honestly thought he weren't a real person.
Well, Barry from Watford.
Yeah.
He's totally real.
I know, he just doesn't. When you listen to him on the radio, he just doesn't seem like a real person.
No, he's sadly, Sam, he's real. Sam, I've got to go.
Okay, sorry about it. I'll speak to you soon.
Cheers,
Ian.
fella.
Nice
Take care.
speaking to you,
Ta-ta.
mate.
There we
Bye-bye.
go. What a nice bloke. This is one of the most beautiful songs in the world. I know I always say it. It's just... I'll shut up.
You like a bit of bum? Yeah.
Absolute radio.
You don't say. I had no idea. Well, I did have an idea that takes to app.
Last 10, 15 minutes of the show before Polly comes in and plays some records and talks through the night, and well worth a listen. Why have the phones gone mental all of a sudden? I've got Jack and One Nut and David, but let me just take one of these. Line 5, you're on the wireless. Hello? No, hang on, they've not. Let's try this. Line 6, you're on the wireless. Okay, we don't want to play. In that case, we will go to One Nut.
Hello, mate, you all right?
Yes.
Yeah, firstly, I feel a bit guilty because there's a comment on your Facebook about me being cut off.
You shouldn't jump to RC conclusions and get
No,
RC
I know,
on the
I
internet.
apologise. Me and my mate Alan Ferris, we're only having a laugh. We don't mean nothing by it. we're not.
Okay.
Because, I know you do great. But anyway, the first band I ever saw live was Kiss.
Oh.
At the Stafford Bingley Hall in 1984 on their Animalised tour.
Oh, Animalised. Awful record.
It was an awful record. But do you know who their support band was when I went to see them?
Was it... I can probably work it out. It was either Bon Jovi... Was it Bon
Bon
Jovi?
Jovi,
Yeah,
exactly,
there we go.
yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, it was... first ever band that you've really...
Taking the steam
that for me.
out of the... Sorry. Well, you did ask if I could guess.
Yeah, I did, yeah, to be fair. But please say sorry to Eloise. I didn't mean to...
No, I won't say sorry to Eloise. Nothing to do with me. I'm not getting involved at all.
What, don't need to be like that.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go to Jack. Hello, Jack.
Hi, Ian. How's it going? I'm a long-term listener but first-time caller.
It's lovely to have you on board, sir, and it's great
Thank
to
you,
know that you're
thank you.
there in spirit. There's something happening to the phones, Jack, in that we've
Okay.
got 5 withheld numbers calling in. We never get that many. Which
That's a bit scary.
It's a little bit scary. It makes me think that someone is pranking us.
Do you think they might be pranking you?
Yeah. I think. Should we take one? They won't say anything. Let's take one. Let's pick any line between 1 and 6.
I'm going with 4.
Okay, line 4, you're on the wireless.
Anyone there? I think it could be a prank.
I think it could be a prank. Wow. And I think you'd agree with me, Jack. What an hilarious prank it is as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Very funny,
Absolutely.
very clever. Jeremy Beadle himself would be proud of such a prank. Anyway, Jack, what can I do for you?
Well, I seem to remember your shows, the Porn for the Blind shows, and I thought it might link in with the sex dreams, and I thought I hadn't heard any of this for a while.
For the blind. Now, that was awesome. It was basically, this is where people would do audio commentaries of porn films for blind people.
Exactly.
I wonder if I can find Porn for the Blind.
Quite a niche market, really.
It is very niche. Porn for the Blind. There we go. I found the website. It's pornfortheblind.org if you're interested. Porn for the Blind is a not-for-profit organisation dedicated to producing audio descriptions of sample movie clips from adult websites. This service is provided free of charge. I can't do the first one. I've got to hover over the dump button just in case. I can't do the first one. It's too rude. I can't really do big tits round asses.
To be honest, it sounds almost like a charity helping people.
Well, it is. I'm going to do... we'll do big sausage pizza, shall we?
Okay.
But I will be hovering over the... here we go.
Porn for the Blind presents
Big Sausage Pizza.
This is a genuine website, by the way.
This is a 35-second preview clip located at HTTP.
I'm going to be hovering over the dump button as well, just in case. If you hear anything rude, Jack, don't worry, the listener won't. So
/playtrailer.php $NATS equals MTM.
No, he's just reading out a web address. This is the old days.
2, 0, 0, 0, 0, ampersand qualify.
It doesn't. I wonder if it says. It doesn't say, but.
I wonder if it's a rival to Facebook.
The page's main banner displays a large kielbasa layered over a thin crust pepperoni pizza. Multiple taglines read, "Where every pizza includes a big sausage. Every pizza comes with a big tasty sausage, whether you ordered it or not."
I've missed these
and
shows.
we deliver.
I'd forgotten all about
Scrolling
this.
down the page,
We deliver.
pictures of various girls are shown reacting to the delivery man, who is sitting on the couch giving a thumbs up to the camera.
I bet he is.
There is an open pizza box on his lap. His penis is protruding from a hole in the center of the box.
It's very erotic.
One woman is touching the penis.
It really is. I think,
One is bent over,
I'm not going to have a
sucking
sex dream. I think I might have a nightmare.
One is massaging the penis between her breasts while simultaneously eating a slice of pizza. Okay, we're starting the clip.
Here comes the clip. Okay, I'm hovering.
A young man knocks on the door, and a blonde woman, 20-something, in a pink blouse and a ripped denim skirt, she's tan, answers the door. Apparently she doesn't have any money, and so even though she's really appalled by the delivery man's behavior, she has no choice. She begins by performing fellatio, massaging her vagina, giving fellatio to the man while he's wearing the pizza box. Having sex from behind, missionary standing in suspended Congress, spooning from the side, cowgirl, reverse cowgirl, more reverse cowgirl, and finally the man comes to fruition, but the camera blurs out, and the familiar Big Sausage Pizza logo covers the woman's face. It reads, "Join now, members."
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Jack, thank you so much for reminding me of that. We'll do some more porn for the blind at some point.
Okay, that's cool.
Thank you, boss. I've got to move on because we're running out of time. I want to get to David in Salisbury. Hello, David.
Hello, how are you?
Yes.
Good. How's your foot after the SRA conference?
Well, it's a bit swollen. It was a bit blue this afternoon. I've not looked at it since, so who knows what colour it is.
It was pretty mental, the guy's reactions, wasn't it?
It was. You were there, were you?
I was the one next to the guy that was shouting out "Buy winning" all the time.
Oh, okay. Well done. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't expecting that at all.
Oh dear.
It was a little bit terrifying.
Oh God. Anyway, I was going to say, you're talking to someone, I think it's called Dave, about IKEA earlier on.
Yes.
Now, I have a tip. If you're ever hungry and you're at IKEA but you've only got £1, if you go in through the back doors, their restaurant is bloody cheap. Right? Hot dogs.
Oh, they
40p.
do. Good food, cheap food. Yeah, I love it.
Chips about 30p, and you get a free drink which you can refill as much as you want.
Oh, sweet.
I know.
Is there a 24-hour IKEA around? Because I want to go and get some of that food now.
Yeah, so do I. The thing is, there's no one near me apart from Southampton.
There you go. You see, well, that's your problem. That's your problem.
I know. My problem.
David, thank you very much for that. A good tip there. Let's go to line 7. You're on the wireless.
The Iain Lee show's nearly finished. There's nothing on the telly. I think I'll have one off the wrist.
Well, how rude is that? Let's try one of these. Let's go to line 2. 3, you're on the wireless. OK, well, you can stay there and wait your phone bill. Simple as that. Well, that's pretty much it, I guess, then. We've sort of staggered through the show this evening. It wasn't one of the best, but wasn't one of the worst by any means. We'll be back to normal tomorrow. It's Thursday show tomorrow. It's the last night of the week. Always a humdinger. We'll probably spend a lot of the time taking calls straight to air, which will be fun, and I will be thinking of stuff that we can talk about. How's about them apples? Like I say, if you've missed the show this evening or you missed any of the other shows, you can get them all on podcast. And if you've only just started tuning in, then you can get loads of the old shows on podcast as well by going to iTunes, where I think there are loads stored there, or by going to absoluteradio.co.uk/Iain Lee. If you type in Iain Lee on iTunes, the podcast will come up. Absolute will give you all the Dave Gorman and Jeff and Frank Skinner podcasts as well. Hang on a minute. Why am I advertising those guys? They don't need me doing their job for them, do they? I don't think so. We got there in the end. Stick around. Polly is up next, and she's well worth a listen through the night. We're back tomorrow at 11. Ta-ta.
eyes open. Nothing